Hey guys, it's Chris Tyson from Christian Piano. Uh, the next question would be, how do we find peace in such a troublesome world with everything going on? What keeps you at peace? And that's to keep your mind fixed on Jesus. Isaiah says, you keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you. I think of Jesus told Peter to come out onto the water, when he kept his focus on Jesus, he was able to stand despite the storms going around him. Everything went away when he stayed focused on God. And that's what we need to do 24/7. Often we go to God when things are difficult and then forget about him. We need to pray to God to remove all unnecessary desires out of our heart and out of our life. We need to ask him to be first in our heart. So that we can keep our mind focused on him at all times. And that comes through prayer too, throughout the day, every decision, every moment. You need to pray without ceasing. Just don't be afraid. Pray to God to fearlessly obey all that he's asking you to do each day. And just know he's still on the throne. I mentioned in another video, Psalm 2, how God laughs at the plans of the wicked. He looks down and says, I see what you're doing, and I'm going to turn it to good. Psalm 74 also talks about how short the wicked's time is, and that they'll be cut off. So you have to just always remember Romans 8:28. Anything you're going through or experienced, or things you don't understand, I always go back to Romans 8:28. Through every life situation, how it says, God turns all things to good for those who love him. who are called according to his purpose. So you might not understand something you're going through, personally or externally of those around you. But you can know that God sees you, He hears you, He loves you, and good will come out of this. We're never going to have all the answers. Until we're called home. So just trust God. He hasn't brought you this far to drop you now. And I will say, when you spend alone time with God, He tells you everything you need to hear.